going on, everybody? It's your boy Call Me Meech, back here again with another NBA 2K20 Myteam video for y'all, man. So today we actually got some pretty good content, man. As you can see on my screen, I don't have many tokens, but that's because I already used one of these options I'm gonna provide to you all about what to do with all those tokens if you still have some left over. Now, the reason I decided to make this video is because some people have thousands and thousands of tokens. Some people have hundreds of tokens. You may be confused on what's kind of the best options that you choose those tokens for. Well, that's what I'm going to get right into here for you today. I have a few different situations based on the amount of tokens you have. So before we get into all that content, please do me a huge favor and go ahead and smash the like button at the bottom of the video, and also make sure you subscribe if you like what you see for more 2K content. Currently sitting at about 512-ish subscribers, so we have been growing. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate everybody who's taking the time to subscribe and watch these videos, man. But without further ado, let's go ahead. This video is going to be, I think, like 3 different sections, guys, and it's really based on the amount of tokens. So let's get right into the content. We're going to first start off with if you have thousands of tokens. I mean, like a bunch of tokens. To go without being said, we had a token market update, guys. I would be cautious with some of these things. Now, I do think that this will be the last token market update, but I wouldn't be surprised if 2K updated the token market to try to bait you into getting some of these players, and then they drop more stuff in the Galaxy Opals section or the token market pack rewards that may contain go cards. Now, do I think that it may happen? Not really, only because they know they can make so much money off of putting those players in packs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that, since we're ending the end of 2K20. So if you have thousands of tokens, guys, what I strongly suggest you do is you either come into the token market pack and you get yourself one of these. You can use it on the best of 2K20. All these cards are very serviceable, very good, and regardless if you get one you don't like, you could just sell it back and they still have value right now. So you got a couple good options. I mean, you can get Giannis, Richard. I would sell Richard right away unless you're trying to lock in for Kareem, guys. That would be a good time to get Richard. He goes for about like 600k or so. So if you already have Kareem, you can just go ahead and sell him off. Wiseman's a really good center, and you see these cards are really good. You see you can get LeBron or KD. KD still has very good value. LeBron has very good value. Ben has a decent value. But that's one thing that I would do if I had thousands and thousands of tokens. Do not waste your money. For the love of God, please do not buy these. They're just not worth it at the end of the day. Definitely not 400 tokens. But yeah, so that's the first thing that I would suggest. Along with that suggestion, of course, now, unlike me, I started late, so I don't have these open. But if you do have the Galaxy Opal tier open, or you're very close to getting the Galaxy Opal tier, let's say maybe you're a few tokens in the pink diamond section away, and you can get into the Galaxy Opal tier, I would come into here, guys, because they did update some of these players in here, and we do have some very good options. Namely, I would suggest Bobo, JJJ, or if you don't have DeMar DeRozan, he's very good. Mobamba, and there's one more, Nick Batum. Those are the only guys I would strongly suggest at this point in the game, guys. All very good cards. Depending on what position you need, these guys can provide great value. So that's really, honestly, my opinion. If you have thousands and thousands of tokens, what you should be looking to do with those. The next phase we're going to move into is if you don't necessarily have thousands and thousands of tokens. Now, you can do this even if you do, but this is more for if you don't have those thousands of tokens. Maybe you're sitting around, I don't know, 400 or 500, 600 or so, around that mid tier, but not quite in the thousands, where you can afford those good things that's in these 2 sections here in the token market. So if you have about 400 to 500, somewhere around there, let's say you have a lot of MT, what I would do, guys, is that I would actually come into the section here and take a look at some of these sets, man, because if you have lots of MT, and I mean, not even lots, just a decent amount of MT that you can go ahead and spend. Now I would say you would need a pretty decent amount, as I'm starting to really think about it, guys. You may need 1 million just to really get the full benefit out of this. It really just depends on your token level versus your MT. But guys, you know, if you have, like, let's just say me, for instance, I have a few cards in this set. This locks in for 250 tokens, guys. That's a lot of tokens. And these players, you know, I mean, like Nick Young's 40,000. Let's just say Mersan's 50, so that's 90. You know, Jordan, I mean, 19. Let's just say 20. So I mean, what, 110? That's Jordan again. If this loads, you know, and then we get into cheap, so 7,000, 5,000. So guys, I mean, what was that? Not even 120,000 MT. This would be for me. You know, you guys may have more than this. You can lock this in for 250 tokens, as well as these guys are really good too. So these will also be good cards that you can have. But you can come back even further, guys. You can go into like the Flash 5. This locks in for 200 tokens. This set locks in for 200 tokens. Check your collections, guys, because a lot of these cards may be sitting in your collection if you haven't gotten rid of them, and you just may need, like, you know, another card or two. Let's say it's just a Kobe White, and let's say you have all these. Bam, guys, 200 tokens, guys. If you have a very large collection and, you know, you're just needing a few of these guys and you have a decent amount of MT, guys, you can go buy, you know, a few players and look, 200, 400. Like, guys, look at all these tokens you can get. That's, you know, that's Scotty, but 200, 400, it's really all of the Flash. So the next is going to be for like mid-tier token level guys, you know, maybe 400 to 500, 600, just not in the thousands, but you do have a large collection. I would definitely come take a look in these, man. There's so many sets. No, I don't want to search that card in auction house. There's so many sets, guys, that locks in for a good amount of tokens. You can even come into, you know, some of these mid-tier ones, I think. Or let's see, heat check, you know, 25 tokens, and these guys are going to be you know, cheaper, on the cheaper end. So that's what I would look at, guys, if you have that mid-tier level tokens but your collection's pretty large. Look into these sets, because you can definitely get some pretty good sets, namely in the you know, the premium section with all like the Flash and things like that. So you can build your tokens up to those thousands, and then maybe you can afford at that point to come into the token market and grab one of these packs. Or, you know, if you're far in this section, you can go ahead and grab one of these players. So that's really the next thing I suggest with those tokens. And then the last thing is going to be like for a guy like myself, guys. So before this video, I had maybe 400 tokens or so, but as you can see, I'm not far on this board, so it wouldn't be worth it for me to go ahead and buy the necessary players to move up the ranks in here. It would just take too long, guys, as well as I can't afford anything in here because there are like 1,000 tokens, and I would need to grind out 600 tokens, which just isn't easy. Even though 2K is giving these token bonus events, it just wouldn't be easy, guys. So what I would suggest, if you're that guy who has, you know, 400, 500, 600 tokens, not 1,000, you're not too far in this board, so it makes no sense, and then you can't afford these. What I would say, guys, is you come in here and you feed on these small packs. Now, what I did personally is I fed on these packs right here, these Legacy Showcase packs. And the reason I did that is because, and let me show you guys here, people are locking in sets because pretty much for the second method I gave, because they want those tokens. So if you come here to the Legacy Showcase, let's just say Nate Thurman, guys, who's in one of those. Let's go to his price, guys. Look at this, 80,000, 100,000, and he's very, very rare right now. So you could, if you pulled that out of one of those showcase packs, you can put this card up. Let's see, 70,000 will get you to a very quick buy now, but you respectively can put them up for like 80, you know, maybe even 90,000, and people will buy them. There's a few more here when I did mine, so he was 50,000. Take a look. Okay, Lucas, he's a little bit cheaper. Let's check out David Thompson. You know, but guys, look, I mean, these cards are not even useful, and look at the look at the amount of MT that they go for. I mean, look at Sheener, man. Look at this. You can get this up for, you know, 60,000 that we're seeing, 50,000. That's a lot of MT, guys. And people will buy these. They still really do buy these. You also can land a bunch of these, which, oh wow, this is pink diamond. Okay, I was gonna say you most likely would get the diamond. You know, so a few thousand MT here or there. You know, a few thousand here. But guys, if you have those tokens, you also can come into this one, guys, because you can pull like Bill Walton, and he's still about, you know, 70,000, give or take. You know, Bernard King, you know, 25,000. Like, look at this, guys. You know, 50,000 for Sydney Moncrief, guys. There's a lot of MT that people are looking to spend on these guys. Because, you know, maybe they just need to lock in for a lot more tokens to get those bigger rewards. So you can feed on, again, it's in the token market pack. You can feed on these guys and just drop all your tokens, man. I mean, you're not going to get any far. Chances are maybe you land a pink, you know, one of these pink diamonds. You know, there's not like any one of these that gives you higher odds. Just take a chance and just spend all these and just sell everything you get, man. You got to think, you're going to get so many things in these packs. You're going to get contracts, you're going to get basketballs, you're going to get uniforms, you're going to get bronze players, you're going to get silver players, and really it can be any of these, guys. I will stick more towards these, but you can also come into these and these will give you the same thing. You can find some rare gems. Make sure you're checking the prices of all these cards before you do put them up. Even the lights out packs are pretty good. Do not do the multi-dimensional or New Year's resolution, but I would say anything between the lights out and the spotlights, as well as these. I will stick more towards these though, because there are a few gems. But yeah, guys, just make sure that you're checking the price of everything before you do sell it, because there are hidden value in a lot of these cards. As you can see, like my auction house is filled with stuff that I got from there, and all this MT adds up, guys. As you can see, I have 435,000, and I mean, I have a pretty like set team if I wanted to. You know, I don't really have to buy anything. I will, but you know, I have that, and this was just off of me. You know, I had some bigger card sales too, but this was me just working these little small packs, and this is really effective for you guys to gain a bunch of MT, guys. But yeah, that is the last thing I would do. Again, is if you have about 400 to 500 or so tokens, you're not far in this board, and at this point you're just looking to get what you can out of your tokens. So guys, that is the content I have for you. I do hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that it was a little bit longer. I just wanted to kind of fully explain myself and kind of help you guys out if you have tokens left over and you haven't spent them. So that's it, guys. I hope you all did enjoy. Make sure you go ahead and like the video if you found this information, I can't speak, guys, it's early, useful. Subscribe to the video, and until next time, guys, we out.